So my name is Eve. So for the webinar topic today will be drop shipment and special order. Okay, so if you have any queries of that, later you can raise it over the Q&A session. Thank you. So for today, we will go through the agenda first. Of course, we will tell you what's the advantages for using the drop shipment and special order. And then I will show you what is the prerequisite setup that you need to do before you use the drop shipment and special order in the system. Okay, and then what is a drop shipment and what is special orders? So from time of time, most of the companies will have to link a specific sales order to a specific purchase order. So in Dynamics Nav, there is two methods for you to use to achieve the goals. So one of the method is drop shipment and another one is special order. So for the webinar session today is I will try to explain on these two different methods and how it works and what is the similarities, what is the differences between the two methods, so you can choose a better method for you to use for your organization. So part for it, you will see the comparison, what is between the drop shipment and the special order. Okay, so what are the advantages for the special order and drop shipment? For drop shipment, actually is a time-saving tools. Let's say when you are in the organization, you're doing some trading. For trading company, trading house, normally they will keep very minimal stocks. Okay, perhaps they don't keep stock also, but you have to raise a long list of purchase order lines to give to your vendor when you receive a sales order from your customer. Perhaps it's a long list, so you don't have to key in one by one. You just have to key in your sales order, and with a few clicks using a special order or drop shipment function, system can help you to create the purchase order. Okay, and then over here is you're able to keep track your purchases. There is a time there when you use the special order or drop shipment function. It will help you to show you this sales order belongs to which purchase order. You can do the keep tracking on the purchase order and sales order side. Okay, so for example, some of the organization, they don't keep stock. So they will purchase the stock directly from the warehouse or from the vendor and then direct ship to the customer. So this is some advantages when you use drop shipment and special order. So on next, this will be the new interface for Dynamics Nav. So we call it Dynamics 365 Business Central. So over here, I will show you some simple setup for using on the for using the special order and drop shipment. First, you will need to do some setup. Okay, if you are using Dynamics Nav 2018 and lower, you will get your department button at lower left corner, which you see your department button, department icon over the lower left. Okay, so for this Dynamics 365 Business Central over here, you will see the purchasing. Okay, and then there is a purchasing code in the setup of your purchasing. Okay, click on the purchasing code and you will see a list here. So you have to inform to the system. Today I'm using a drop shipment. So when I select my purchasing code is a drop shipment, I will need to tick on the drop shipment column. And then I will need to do another setting is on the special order. So when it's a special order, Then I will tick on my special order columns. Okay, then today in my scenario, I'm a trading company. I'm selling some bicycles and rims. Okay, so I receive an order from my customer. Let's say it's a Canon group. They want to purchase 3 units of bicycle and put in a logo AA, 6 units of rim, which all these I don't keep any stock in my organization, in my trading company. So for this, I will be order from my vendor, which is London Postmaster, for this mentioned item. Okay, so how does a drop shipment work? So as mentioned, I receive order from Canon Group, 3 bicycle, 6 units of rim. So they will give me a purchase order. So in system point of view, I will need to create a sales order for my customer on 3 units of bicycles and 6 units of rim. And then over this sales order, I will need to raise a purchase order to my vendor. Okay, so after that, what will happen is when my vendor mentioned to me, oh, all these 3 bicycles, I've done the bill, so I can start to do the delivery. So here comes, when vendor deliver the goods to my customer, before they deliver, I will need to create my shipment and invoice to my customer first. And then over the purchase order side, there is an auto receiving. Okay, there is auto receiving. So when you have an auto receiving here, that means you don't have to do any receipt in your purchase side. So after the vendor help you to deliver the goods to your customer, then only they will send you, your customer will send you the payment, or before that they will already pay you, and then only your vendor will invoice you. Okay, the vendor will invoice me, so because I buy the bicycles and rim for them. So over here, this is the relationship in between the customer, vendor, and the trading company. Okay, so after here, I will show you in the system how we do the drop shipment in system. So I will be showing using the Dynamics 365 Business Central. So this is the interface for the new version of Dynamics Nav. So let's say if you are using Dynamics Nav 2018 version and lower, you will find your department at lower left. So over here, you will see on this Dynamics 365, you will see these 3 lines here. We try to open it first, and there is an Explore All. This will be same as the department over the classic version, over the Dynamics Nav 2018 version. So you go and look for purchasing, and there is a setup. So over here you will see there is a purchasing code. This is the setup which I mentioned earlier. We need to do this small setup first. How to do this? Remember, go to your ribbon, click Edit List. After you are in the Edit List, then put in the remarks, the code, and the description, and what is this description is. So normally we will put drop shipment. What is the description of my drop shipment? And tick on the drop shipment column if this is a drop shipment. Okay, so this is one of the setup only. So in next, I will show you now is to create a sales order. So I click on the sales order. So if you are using Dynamics nav 2018 and lower version, you can use the search function to search your sales order as well. So over here at the ribbon tab here, you will see new. So click on new. Okay, and then the numbering is auto numbering. So when I click next on the customer name, the customer just now I received is Canon Group. So I will use Canon Group, and then I put in my purchase order number. So the items that my customer order is 3 units of bicycle. But just now they mentioned they want to put the logo name as AA. Okay, and then it's 3 units of bicycles. So over here, there are some fields which you need to call out if you cannot find in your current system. So you have to right click and choose column if you are using Dynamics nav 2018. Okay, right click and choose column. Okay, but because I'm using BC, so I need to go to the design mode. I will need to go to the design mode to personalize my choose column. So there is a big difference here. Okay. Fields that you need to call out will be purchasing code, special order, and yourself. Okay, then over here in purchasing code, when you drill in, choose drop shipment. After you choose drop shipment, you will see in drop shipment column is tick. There is a check mark there. Okay, then I'll be selling this item for 4,000 per piece, per unit. And then the second item will be ring. So 6 units of rings. So it will be the drop shipment also. And also the price perhaps is 150. Okay, and now we are done with the lines. So what shall we do now? So normally we will go to check our invoice details and shipping. So from here I would like to use the ship to function. So I will change for this order drop shipment because I want to ship to another address. So I use the ship to address. I change it to Park Road. Okay. So you shall see in your shipping and billing it has been changed to alternate shipping address, which is Park Road. For this shipping address, ship to address listing, you can do the setup, key in all the addresses you have for one of your customer or any of your customer into the ship to address page which located in your customer card. Okay. Then after I'm done everything, I release my sales order. So the status has changed to release. Okay, then I will need to create the purchase order to my vendor, which is London Postmaster. So click on the search function here. So maybe I will type in the purchase order. I would not type in full, I can type in partial only. Purchase order. And then over the ribbon here, there is a new button. Click on it. Okay, first thing is I need to put in my vendor name. So I'm buying from the London Postmaster. Okay, and then after I key in the vendor name, we skip on the lines. We don't go to line first. So how does the magic works? So we go to shipping and payment. So you will see there is a ship to is a default company address whereby this is delivered to my company, Kronos International. But now it's a drop shipment. I would like to have it to deliver to my customer warehouse. So over the ship to here, click in, choose customer address. Okay, then you will see there is a new field coming out, customer. So select the customer that you create the sales order earlier. And remember just now I used Park Road, right? So I will need to change the ship to code as well. If you're using a default address from your customer card, then you just have to leave it blank. So now I will choose Park Road. Okay, then we are done and go back to the line step. So in this line fast step, it works the same in Dynamics Nav 2018 as well. So over the line fast step, you don't have to do anything. Okay, in your Dynamics Nav 2018, you go to ribbon, over the top part here, check on the tab called action, and then function. There is a small tab called functions. Click on it and you will see there is a drop shipment and get the sales order. So here comes the sales order listing. Okay, all is under Canon Group, right? So just now I put in the purchase order number 666. So I will take this sales order and then click OK. So the magic is here. You will have your line entered. You don't have to key in anything. Even your description too, if you have description too, is here. Okay, but there's one thing you're unable to do. In your sales order, you don't put any blank comments, blank remarks in your description line, and then you ask the drop shipment to help you to bring over the comments. It's not able to be done. Okay, then after that, check on the price. Is the price correct or not? Okay, once the price is correct, confirm everything. So what you need to do is release the purchase order. So once you release the purchase order, you're unable to do any amendment unless you reopen it. Okay, just now we mentioned about auto receiving. So before I want to ship the goods to my customer, the vendor will help me to ship the goods to my customer, right? So over here, that means, do I need to do any receiving on the invoices first? So I try to do the receiving because my vendor is going to deliver the thing for me. So over here, I do a post. I post on receive and invoice. Oh, there is an error. Because I mentioned earlier is, if you have auto receiving, invoice will be later. So from the system point of view, since this is a drop shipment, then I will not cater in the liability first. That means you are unable to make any posting of your invoices, but you can post receive. Okay, so invoices will be after. So to exit from this error, we will need to go back to our sales order. So over here, this is the sales order. You see here, there is a column called quantity shipped and quantity to ship. So for today, since this is a drop shipment and I want the customer to pay me earlier, so I will do the post shipment and invoice together. So when I post it, so I already posted my sales invoice. So I have posted my sales invoice. I go back to my purchase order to show you the auto receiving. So this is the purchase order earlier. So in the receipt column, the quantity received, system already helped me to post the purchase receipt. So if you would like to check the purchase receipt, how to check? Over the Dynamics 2018, same, go to your ribbon, navigate, and there is a receipt here. Click on the documents number, and you will see this is the thing that I have received. Okay, so we're back to the purchase order. So in this purchase order, since just now I already do the post sales invoice and sales DO. So over here, I will do the posting also. Last will be post invoice because system already helped me to do the auto receiving. So I just need to post my invoice and the whole drop shipment is done. So it's a time saving tool since I don't have to key in all my lines back to the purchase order. So now we're back to our slide. So in the relationship just now, we show there is auto receiving in drop shipment. Okay, so the next scenario is under special order. So for example, today for Canon Group, they want to order 10 units of bicycles, whereby the logo I need to change to fulfill the customer requirement, and also I need to change with a different rims. And all these items is I don't have any inventory stock. And also I need to be on this order, I need to make some special requirement. So we will use special order on this. But on this special requirement is, I will need to check on my inventory as well. I need to check on my goods before it to be delivered to my customer. So over here, same. I will show you the relationship first. Customer will give me an order on the 10 units of bicycles and 20 units of different rims. So I will need to give the purchase order to my vendor to ask my vendor to help me to do the build up for the bicycle first and with a different rims. So when the purchase order provide to the vendor, they will start to do their works, and once it's done, the vendor will deliver the goods back to me first, to the seller first, okay, to me first. I will receive the bicycles and I will receive the 10 units bicycles which already built up with different rims, okay, and then I will do the checking, I will do the QC. Only after that I will create the shipment and invoice, and then only I will deliver back to my customer. So this is the different place. In the diagram, you will not see any auto receiving. The relationship is from customer to me. I give the purchase order to my vendor, and vendor will deliver the goods back to me. And after that, after my checking everything, I do the receiving when it's good to deliver, and then only I will start to issue my DO and invoice and deliver back to my customer. So this is the different part. And now in the system, how does it work? So over here, same, we will create a sales order first. So click on new. And then I'll be receiving this order from my customer name Kenan. And this time I put in the purchase order number 888. So they want to buy 10 units of bicycles, which is different logo. And then it's 10 units. So all these 10 units is special order. Select special order and you will see the special order column, there is a check mark. The second one will be rim also. So this rim is to build in to the bicycle direct. So it's 20 units, which is special order also. Okay, then over the rim, so I put in the price. Okay, and then we will go and check our shipping details. So for this time, I'm not going to change the address. I'll be using a default address here. So when we are done everything, release the purchase order, release the sales order. So the status change to release. And then we use the search function. Search the purchase order. Okay, at the ribbon there, click new. I'm buying the bicycle from London Postmaster. So shall we do the line first? So don't do anything in the lines. Remember, we skip the line part. We go to shipping and payment. Over here, the ship to address, remember, change to customer address. Select customer number, the Canon group. So over the ship to code, remember, because just now we used default, so we just have to leave it blank. And then only we go back to our slide, the lines facet. Okay, how to call out the special order? If you are using Dynamics Nav 2018, remember, go back to your ribbon, the above part ribbon, and then click on Action tab. Okay, Action tab, and then go to the function and look for special order and use get sales order. The sales order listing will come out as just now. select select the sales order number that you created earlier. So click OK. So same like drop shipment, you don't have to key in anything in your purchase order. All the description will come over here with the quantity also, and the price. Perhaps this one I will need to change. Okay, and then release your purchase order once you are done. Okay, so now we will try to do the posting. When the vendor tells you that the bicycle is ready, they will deliver to you. How they will inform you? They will give you their delivery order and invoices. So once you really receive the invoice and DO, you may key in the system and then click on post. In Dynamics NAV 2018, also same, the posting will be at your ribbon home in your home tab. Okay, click on posting and then hit the post function. So this time round it was same, I will receive and invoice the bicycle. So I click OK. There is no error. There is no any error. Okay, that means so we click yes to view on the posted invoices. So I have received. Okay, so now we go back to our sales order. We go back to this sales order. So you will see quantity to ship is still 30. There is no quantity shipped because there is no auto receiving here. Then there will be no auto shipping function in special order. That means now the stock is in your warehouse. So your warehouse can do all the checking, QC, is it correct? Then after they have verified your inventory, then only you will do the posting of your ship and invoices. Okay, so I click OK, and then that means the stock is out for delivery. So do you want to open the posted invoice? So I'm not going to see the posted invoice, so I'll exit first. Okay, this is the difference between drop shipment and special order. So I will show you another one thing is, today, if you are the salesperson or if you are the sales exec who are doing the works, you just want to check, is this drop shipment linked to which purchase order? So what you can do is, you go to your line facet. In Dynamics NAV 2018 and lower version, you have a general fast tab, right? This is the fast tab, general fast tab, line fast tab. Over the line fast tab here, try to look for, click on the small icons there, which is order. Click on order and click on drop shipment or special order, depends on which order you are using. Click on it and then open the purchase order. System will open for you the purchase order and then will show you what is the item. And system also will show you this thing already received 70 pieces of bicycles. So if you want to check on the purchase receipt, you want to look at the documents, right? So same in Dynamic Nav 2018, go to the ribbon, there is a navigate here, click on the navigate. If you cannot see the navigate in your ribbon, try to look for another tab which is called navigate also. Go to navigate and you will see documents, receipt. So when you click in, you are able to view your purchase receipt. When is the receipt? When is the DO? What is the DO number if have? What is the PO number? Okay. And then what is the item that you already received? So we will continue over the So for the special order and sales drop shipment, I will show you in the system. So back to our slide here. Over the relationship, for the previous one, drop shipment, there is auto receiving. But for the special order, is you able to verify your inventory. And then only from your warehouse, you deliver the goods to your customer. So let's run through. What is the difference and what is the similarity in these two methods? Both methods require to do some minimal setup, which is you need to set up the purchasing code. Okay, for drop shipment and special order, it has a minimal function, which is they can link the purchase order direct to your sales order. Okay, and then over the third point is for inventory part. In drop shipment, you are unable to verify your inventory because the delivery is direct from your vendor to your customer. But in special order function, yes, you do your manual receiving. So the inventory will reach to your warehouse first. After you do the checking, QC everything, then only you will ship the things to your customer. So the fourth point is a difference whereby in auto receiving function, auto posting function, this only applies in drop shipment and does not apply in special order. So for special order, everything you need to do manual posting. But in drop shipment, when you post receive either place, that means when you post receiving in your purchase, your sales will be auto ship. When you post shipment in your sales order, your purchase order will be auto receive. Thank you for attending the webinar session today.